is a very interesting deck. The first time I ever heard about the Blau series deck is when Galaxy Blaukluger was out, and when that was like dominant in the meta in real life. So now Blau deck, I only played it maybe once in actuality. Like I got it for in real life when it was like cheap. I only played it once, but the Blau deck profile isn't too bad for this era. 4-0, and actually works really well. So starring Vanguard is Blaukluger. When Blau is a German word for I think blue, I believe. Don't quote me on that. That's what I believe. I could be totally wrong. But Blaukluger is the first Vanguard. Is when it's rode upon by Blaupanzer, you can add Blaukluger to your deck, from your deck to your hand. And then when Stern Blaukluger is written on it, you can call this card from the soul. So that's my grade 0. My grade 1, I run Def Army Guy, 4 of them, because of the fact that this deck really relies on hand advantage, and so you're going to keep your rear guards in hand usually. Most of your cards in hand usually for this deck. You don't really want to play rear guards because of the fact that you does guard 2, you stand up your Blaukluger. He's good because when you do drive check, you can stand him back up. Give him the power to either Blau or a rear guard to get hit more attacks. Then I run 4 Twin Bladers. Every deck runs 4 Perfect Guards nowadays. Like, they're really easy to get now because they have Sentinel Medals. But I run 4 of him because you need 4 Perfect Guards. It's like, you don't run 4 Perfect Guards, you're basically screwed. 1 Tool Boy Kit, because so when this boosts a Vanguard, this is usually only for Vanguard. You only put it behind your Vanguard. When it hits, you can counter charge 1. So then you can basically use this consistently. 4 Blaupanzers. So just to keep the ride chain going, you run Blaupanzer and you ride it over Blaukluger. So when Blaukluger is in the soul, this gets plus 2000, and then when placed, like Blaster Javelin, like I think that's it. I think Blaster Javelin's the only one that does this. But you can discard grade 3 from your hand, add the grade 3, so like Stern Blaukluger from your deck to your hand. So then this gets you Stern Blaukluger basically right away. You don't have a card you don't want. Okay, then grade 2. I run 2 Brewjack. 2 Brewjack. Brewjack is a restraint card, so it cannot attack right away unless you make him lose a restraint. To lose a restraint, you have to counterblast 1. And then when it's boosted, it gets plus 5000. Then I run 2 Def Army Ladies, and that's basically like Def Army Guy. When you reveal grade 3, stand it. Great way to like hit damage. King of Sword, just for that 10k beat stick. It's a good it's a cautionary ride if you don't have a Blau in your hand, and it's just a good way to deal with your play to deal with your opponents. Then floor, Blaukluger. This is the grade 2 that you need, the main grade 2 you need. If Blaupanzer in the soul, it becomes a 10k, and then when this unit attack hits, counter charge. And so next I run 4 Klugel. I have no clue if I said that right. But if your Vanguard's not Blaukluger or Stern Blaukluger, it gets a plus 5,000. It minuses plus 5,000. It minuses 5,000, so that's 7,000. So be careful when calling this card. Make sure you have a Blaukluger or Stern Blaukluger as your Vanguard. Grade 3, I run 1 Cosmolord. Cosmolord's good just for that late game push to get plus 3,000. 4 Muscle Hercules. I was like Mercules. Muscle Hercules. When this is placed, counter charge 1. This is good for, again, last game, late game push. Get your Vanguard to have as many restands as possible. 4 Stern Blaukluger. Stern Blaukluger, the ace of the deck. So when this is in your soul, when Blaukluger is in your soul, it gets plus 1,000, so it becomes 11k. And when an attack hits, counterblast 2, discard 2 cards, stand it. All our units in the in the column, center column, so Vanguard and the rear guard behind it, and it loses Twin Drive. So then it attacks again, but only gets 1 drive check. And then I run 4 Beast Deities, Azure Dragons. So Azure Dragons is that secondary ride if you cannot get Blaukluger right away. And when this attack hits, Persona Blast stand 2 of your rear guards. So that's why you have the Death Armies in there, is to stand them up. And then when you pull a trigger, okay, stand them up again. Yeah, great way to like just constantly stand up rear guards. But this is my deck for Blau. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck list. It's a 9 crit, 4 draw, 9 crit, 4 draw, 9 draw, 4 heal deck. I cannot talk, guys. I apologize for that. But my mind's moving so fast when trying to explain this. But it's you want to have as big of a hand advantage as possible for this deck because of the fact that you lose 2 cards from Blaukluger's effect. And then if you don't get into Blaukluger, then you run Azure Dragon and you get, so you have to use Persona Blast, so you're going to have to get as many Azure Dragons as possible. So the draws are really going to help get that. And so I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile. If you want to see my Razor deck profile, it's up in the card to my right, up there. And I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.